Louie Ruelas is no longer interested in making peace with his brother-in-law, Joe Gorga. During Tuesday's episode of The Real Housewives of New Jersey, Teresa Giudice's fiancé sat her down to express how he really felt about Joe and the drama surrounding the siblings' relationship after Teresa admitted her brother hadn't been returning her calls. "He's never not taken my call," she lamented. "I wish it wasn't happening right now. Yet, but it's happening right now on purpose because we're getting married," said Louie. "It's bulls. It's such a shame. I feel so bad for you." Teresa then started to say how sorry she was, but Louie cut her off. "Don't ever apologize. Because his actions are not your fault," he told his wife to be. "Like, I don't know who he is," Teresa continued. "You know when I got insulted? Honestly, when we were at Rachel Fuda's house," Louie revealed, referencing the beach party at Rachel's shore house a few weeks prior. "It's when he said you were miserable. He's projecting his own bulls on you." Louie then added, "Your brother is devilishly calculated by everything he does. And he's actually thinking about how to hurt you. It's disgusting." Teresa appeared visibly exhausted by the conversation, telling her fiancé, "Babe, I'm not dealing with it anymore. Really, I want peace, and if he doesn't want that, then he can just stand alone." But Louie wasn't having it. "Well, our life's been really peaceful because we haven't had your brother in our life the last 2-3 weeks, he insisted. "I'm not gonna deal with it. I'm ready to react." Ahead of Dolores Catania's 1920s themed party, Teresa wondered if Louie had plans to socialize with her brother at all. "Do you plan on talking to him tonight?" she asked. Louie didn't mince words with his response, hitting back with, "I would like to talk to your brother as much as I would like to talk to a rat in the street." In a confessional, Teresa revealed she was taken aback by Louie's reaction. "I've never heard Louie talk like this before, but I don't blame him at all," she said. And Louie wasn't finished ranting about Joe, either. "The problem lies between his ears and no one else's," he declared. "Babe, just relax," Teresa attempted to reason with him, which only set Louie off more. "Relax? That's dangerous. Because I'm not gonna take S anymore," he said, adding how he's watched her be a very beautiful, at times naive, woman toward Joe, while all Joe does is gaslight and manipulate her in return. "I don't even want your brother coming to our wedding," Louie finally admitted. "I don't even want somebody wasting the flash on their camera on your brother and Melissa Gorga." Teresa appeared emotional by Louie's rant, but that didn't seem to stop him. "If you saw me standing in a snake pit, would you pull me out of it?" Louie asked her. "Of course," Teresa responded. Louie then drove his point home, "I'm pulling you out of the snake pit." Earlier in the episode, when Teresa and Louie were figuring out seating arrangements for their wedding, Teresa was once again bowled over by the juxtaposition between her family and Louie's. "The difference between Louie's family and my family? You can't even compare. Anything we need, like, they've been so amazing, and my family it's, like, nothing," she said in a confessional after Louie had called his mom to ask if she wanted to dance with him at the reception, while Melissa hadn't RSVP'd to the rehearsal dinner. "I guess from her being in Joe's ear all these years, that's the result," Teresa said to Louie. Louie then shared the advice Teresa's ex-husband, Joe Giudice, once gave him concerning Teresa's brother. "Joe said do not let Joe Gorga interfere in your life because he's gonna try to do that. He's gonna feel intimidated. He's insecure," Louie recalled. "I don't want him hurting you anymore. I'm not gonna lower myself to effing trash that does that. I'm embarrassed," Teresa concluded of her family.